Hey viewers, welcome to game 3 of this final match of the Gigbyte Nvidia Invitational. This is a best of 5, so we still have plenty of games to play. This is AcerNerchio as the Zerg in the top versus CreatorPrime as the Protoss in the bottom left. And I was just admiring this graphics, which looks pretty cool. The comets are kind of, but for the rest, pretty cool. Anyhow, going into this match, yeah, we normally see this. I've never seen this map, I think, but yeah, we normally see this pylon going down, and then some buildings to block off. Normally, of course, the forge and the gateway and the cybernetics core, with a pylon, a cannon behind it to shoot at incoming Zerglings, and that way you can secure this expansion. It works the same on every map, so we've seen that plenty of times. Seems there's only one way to get into this base, and that is over here. So yeah, blocking this off is pretty good. The scout is going out. Yeah, securing your second expansion here would be really difficult. Unless, no, there's one over here as well. Oh, that's also very difficult to hold. So yeah, I guess that's the trick of this map, and that is going to suck to be Zerg, because Zergs expand all the time, and they need like to be one base up on their opponents. So I think this this map is not really preferred by Zerg players. But yeah, I don't know how this works. Some tournaments the loser gets to choose the next map, and if I were the Protoss player, I would definitely pick this map. Anyway, yeah, he's going to try to prevent the expansion to this base, because if he can prevent that, then all of the other bases are going to be really hard to defend. And yeah, that's exactly what he knows. And oh, messing up there. Not concentrating on his probe. The probe gets harassed away because they run away automatically, and that's exactly why he built 4 Zerglings straight away, because he knew that probe was going to try to block this expansion. Normally we first get a little bit of harassment going on the drone, and then once the probe goes too low, it builds a pylon and it runs out or it dies. But yeah, it tries to block off the expansion as long as possible, and that's exactly what we were trying to see here, but it didn't actually work out, because, well, the Zerglings weren't actually necessary to kill the pylon, and all in all, he just messed up. So anyhow, yeah, the expansion goes down, the other expansion goes down as well. We have yeah, some drones coming out. We have some probes coming out, and we have the cybernetics core coming up. Cybernetics core all the way in the back. There's no real need to block off anything more, because, well, everything here has plenty of hit points to withstand some pressure from the Zerglings. Of course, building the cybernetics core over here would give you a little bit more of a defense, but this way you can destroy the pylon if you need to get out, because I'm pretty sure this is a full wall off, so there is no gap in between, although there may be a gap in between these two. We will see that soon enough when the Protoss player decides to move out. As I said, I've never seen this map, so don't really know whether there's a gap in there or not. 2 assimilators over here and 2 assimilators coming up over here, so he's going to need a lot of gas for his strategy on this map. The Zerg player, on the other hand, is not building any gas. He is now building his first extractor and his second one, but yeah, not nearly as much gas as his opponent. So he might actually just go for some Zerglings into maybe Roach later in the game. But for now, he is plenty. He is happy just doing whatever he can with the minerals. Of course, with the queens that you need to produce, and the drones and the Zerglings, you don't really need gas. So maybe he's just going for a little bit later game strategy. and he at least has plenty of units around the map. There's the Zergling on the watchtower, on the tower I should say, the Zelnaga tower. They're no longer called watchtower. I don't know why they changed that, but yeah, well, they did. Anyhow, a Zergling over here, overlords everywhere, overlord over here, and over here, and over here in his base actually. That's a pretty nice spot. And yeah, he does have that one Zergling that almost got killed, in fact, that did spot those sentries coming out. And yeah, 4 sentries out now to block this gap. So there is a little gap here because he could move in and out of his base. A little bit of a gap between the 2 buildings. Of course I can turn on the building grid, but I really don't want to because it looks very ugly. And it would provide us with this kind of information, but yeah, in general I just wait for something to happen and then we will see that automatically. It seems that the Protoss player wants to get this base, and this base would be yeah, would be fine to get, I guess. 3 hit points left, and oh, he's not going to run out. Oh, but he doesn't get sniped either. Okay. So 7 sentries, that's quite a lot, and yeah, he's going to check this base for Zerglings, and yeah, he is going to spend over here. Yeah, this base would have been nice if he wants to be full aggressive, because his units are going to move through this corridor here, and then yeah, they're going to automatically defend this base. So this base is kind of out of the way. It's a little bit harder to defend. But yeah, if you're not going to go aggressive, this one is probably better. And the Zerglings are going to check out whether there's an expansion. They don't see anything, and it seems that this Overlord got sniped. I don't know how he got vision on the high ground there, but there are several ways to do that, so not going to worry about it. Maybe, does he have... no, he doesn't have hallucination, right? Oh, he does. Yeah, he may have it. I don't know. Yeah, he does have hallucination, so that's how he got that. Sending out one of his either... Oh man, losing all of the sentries, and that is going to cost him. But he has plenty of other units streaming in. With 3 bases mining, he has plenty of minerals and well, resources in general. And wow, once again, huge Stalker force coming in, and once again a huge Roach force to counter it. But yeah, what's the strategy going to be this time? It's a real shame that he lost that well, that whole sentry army, because that would have been great. I don't know how he got vision of that Overlord. I'm just looking around for vision on the high ground, but maybe this is considered high ground, and then I don't know. Maybe this is the same level as this this fan. I don't know. You have several levels of high ground, so the higher it is, the harder it is to spot, obviously. Its flying units can spot everything. And the Roach is coming in, doing some damage, but immediately getting sniped by this large Stalker army. 4 drones, 4 probes getting taken out. The Zerg player once again checking that base, seeing that there's nothing available, and yeah, once again taking out some Stalkers. And what did he lose here? Is that the cybernetics? No, that's not the cybernetics core. It's the forge. The forge gets taken down, but fortunately he did have a sentry up. The sentry blocks off the way, but he's going to have to rebuild the forge. Getting another gateway up, just probably to reinforce this wall a little bit. And is he going to rebuild that forge? Dark Shrine coming up, and the forge. So the Dark Shrine is there for the Dark Templar, of course. And the Dark Templar are going to be hard to stop if you don't see them coming. And there's no way the Zerg player can see them coming. So if he can build a if he can build a pylon close to the enemy base and run in the Dark Templar at the moment he can, then that is going to be super strong. He can also just use them to just get some extra damage on his army. And yeah, these infestors get spotted by the observer over there. And the observer is there because, well, we had Burrow on the roaches, and Burrow on the roaches is really strong because they can move underground and they regenerate quicker when they get burrowed. And of course that is a major deal in... oh, he's going to snipe this observer by the fungal growth. That is really nicely done. And he's going to let this one pass. He probably knows that it is a fake one, but or he suspects it's a fake one, because in the last game we of course saw phoenixes, so may not have been a fake one at all. And yeah, the phoenix is going to spot a little bit. It's going to see what's going on, and this huge army over here, it's incredible. But yeah, nothing that shoots air except for these infestors, and he has a lot of them. 16 infestors. And yeah, if the infestors go down for some reason or aren't in the fight, then air units are going to do very well. But for now, the infestors do rule the battlefield, because they are going to rule this entire, or well, dominate this entire thing that's going on here, this entire army. And yeah, with the observer coming in, the bird roaches and the come on, creep tumors are not going to be any help to the Zerg player. Zerglings coming in over here, and he does have an overseer, so I'm not sure if he did that for the Dark Templar. So if the Dark Templar were already out, because I didn't see them. There is one Dark Templar, but I don't know where. Of course I cannot see them. Oh, there they are. So they are going to be available at least. But he is going to have to try to stay away from the overseer as well as from the infestors, because the infestors can also reveal them. The bird roach is not really going to do anything here. Which is also the reason why they're not used a lot more, because, well, in this matchup at least, they're not going to do very well. And yeah, running his Dark Templar in the mix there, in the enemy units, because he knows that the only way to spot them is by using one of the fungal growth. And in general, a Zerg player does not want to use a fungal growth on one Dark Templar, because it won't kill it. And yeah, you would much rather have your fungal growth over a large army like this. And all of these units are very high health still, even though he lost all of his roaches and all of his Zerglings. And well, most of them do get replenished over here. And wow, the Dark Templar doing a lot of damage, and some zealots coming in, and wow, they are going to do very well against these Zerglings. But they're not there to do the damage; they're there to do the distraction. And in the meantime, picking off an entire base over here. So even though he had some Zerglings to back up this, or to defend his base over here, he lost an entire base just a few, well, a few clicks over. And wow, this Stalker army is so huge. And a couple of these, well, 3 of the Immortals coming in. And well, even the Immortal that almost dies has full shields, so it's going to be able to do quite well. And yeah, I think this is over. He doesn't really have an army anymore. He is building a spire, which yeah, air units are not going to do very well against this at all. Everything can shoot the air except for the Immortals, and he only has 3, as I said. So yeah, pushing into this base with his army that's way too large. So if you haven't seen the other matches yet, the previous ones, I don't want to spoil you, but go watch them now. Turn off this video, because I am going to spoil them. because this was the last match in this series. The other 2 videos are going to be anti-spoiler videos. And for those of you who don't know what it is a video that contains nothing, and it is just there for people who actually watch, or well, go to my channel and see, or in this case they would see there are only 3 matches out. And yeah, of course that will spoil the ending of the match for you, or the ending of matches 2 and 3 for you, because you know that if best of 5 ends in 3 matches, that the person who wins match number 1 wins number 2 and 3 as well. If I put out 2 empty matches, so yeah, matches that don't really are anything, then of course that is that's not going to spoil it for you. So no need to watch those. I would still appreciate the views, of course, on them. So you're welcome to view them, but they're not going to contain any match. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.